Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Darling Roberts here, the owner of this channel, Lady Darling 17 Plus, and I hope you're having a great day so far. Today, I am talking about the right way or the right way. What I'm referring to is such in driving. You learn how that some vehicles have the right of way and the other vehicles would have to yield to them. Or you could be the one with the right of way and other vehicles will have to yield to you. And sometimes it's your turn to turn at a red light or turn at a green light or maybe to proceed. And hopefully all the vehicles are paying attention to the signs. But once in a while, someone might come along and they speed on ahead, but you have the right of way. So you have a choice. You have two choices there, actually. You have the right of way. You could proceed and cause an accident and serious injuries, but the right way would be just to stop and not proceed and just say, you know what, it's really not worth it. And sometimes we got to do that in life. We have the right of way in situations, in jobs, and trying to get an interview in everyday life. And someone will come along and say something to us, intentional or unintentional. But how are we going to handle it? Are we going to go off at the handle? Are we going to explode? You get blamed for a mistake that wasn't yours, and it's still your job to fix it. And I'm speaking from experience. I've done that. It was the right of way. I had all the full rights, and someone came up to me, said something I didn't like or agree with, and I let them have it. And it feels good to blow off at someone. After all, we have the right of way. But then God says, okay, now what you gonna do? I had to humble myself. I had to ask for forgiveness and strive to do better. And that's what we got to do. You make a huge mistake, you yell at someone. You don't have to act like that. Even if the mistake wasn't yours, but you had to catch it. Even if someone comes up to you in an ungodly way and it's your right of way, but do things the right way. Do it God's way. The world is looking for people who are pure, who are genuine. What I mean is pure in heart. We're going to make mistakes. I make so many mistakes on my job and I get in trouble for it, but I own up to it. I said, this is what I did. And because of that, I have a good relationship with people. And sometimes I might say, okay, let me fix this, and I'll get in trouble for something I didn't do. But the thing is, God knows my heart, and sometimes it's not worth it, even though it's your right away, even though it's your turn to proceed. But sometimes if you go ahead and say, I'm right, they're not, it could cause disaster, and it's not worth it. And it tells us that in Romans chapter 12, how to live, how to do things. It says in verse 17, never pay back evil for evil to anyone. Respect what is right in the sight of all men. If possible, so as far depends on you, be at peace with all men. Never take your own revenge, beloved, but leave room for the wrath of God. For it's written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. And so sometimes you have to step back. It's not worth it letting the volcano erupt and saying you're not going to leave any survivors. It's not worth it. Let God take care of it. He sees everything, because when you don't blow up, when you sit back and take a deep breath, you say, you know what? It's not worth it. That could have caused a serious accident, even though I had the right of way. So I just want to encourage you, dear brothers and sisters, Do things the right way. Even though it's your turn to proceed, step back. Now, I'm not saying staying in a toxic relationship either. You might have to take a break from that. Even if it's a coworker, you can still step back. You can still set boundaries. And sometimes the best way of handling stuff is say, just smile pleasantly and say, okay, because at the end of the day, it's not really worth it. The thing is, when you lay down at night, you want to smile and say, God, we did it. We had a great day. Now, what else can I do to bring someone to your kingdom? So I just want to give you with these words of encouragement. Live the right way and don't worry about anyone else who does not want to yield to your right of way. Let God get the glory out of your life. Let Jesus reign forever and ever in your heart. And I hope these words will encourage you. And thank you for watching my video. I'll see you at the next one. Have a great day and God bless.